Number 10. Edinburgh Castle, Scotland. Edinburgh Castle has a long and fascinating history, which has given rise to many ghost stories and legends over the years. Visitors to the castle have reported many paranormal encounters, including sightings of apparitions, strange noises, and sudden drops in temperature. Number 9. Aokigahara Forest, Japan. Aokigahara Forest is known worldwide as the Suicide Forest. This reputation has been cemented due to the high number of suicides committed there. Many visitors to the forest have reported unusual experiences that suggest it is more than just a suicide site. Number 8. The Borley Rectory, England. Located in the village of Borley in Essex, the history of the Borley Rectory has always been shrouded in mystery. One of the most famous ghosts associated with the Borley Rectory is that of a nun. She was said to haunt the rectory after being bricked up alive in the walls. Number 7. The Bell Witch Cave. The cave is infamous for its association with the Bell Witch legend, a story of a mysterious and malevolent spirit that terrorized the Bell family in the early 19th century. Number 6. Poveglia Island. The small island has a dark history and is widely believed to be haunted by the restless spirits of those who were killed or died on the island. During the 1700s, the island was used as a quarantine station for ships that arrived in Venice to prevent the spread of the plague. In the late 1700s, a hospital was built on the island to treat patients with infectious diseases, including the bubonic plague, tuberculosis, and cholera. Number 5. The Myrtles Plantation. Originally built as a cotton plantation and served as a home to several wealthy slave-owning families in the 1800s. One of the most famous legends of the Myrtles Plantation is the story of Chloe, a slave woman who had an affair with the owner of the plantation's family. Chloe was punished for her actions by being hanged and then thrown into the Mississippi River. Her spirit is said to still haunt the plantation to this day. Number 4. The Winchester Mystery House, California. This sprawling mansion was built by Sarah Winchester, the widow of firearms magnate William Winchester. Sarah became convinced that she was being haunted by the spirits of all the people who had been killed by Winchester rifles. To appease these spirits, Sarah consulted a medium, who advised her to build a house that would never be finished. Thus, the construction on the sprawling mansion began in 1884 and continued until Sarah's death in 1922. During this period, workers were hired to build and renovate the property around the clock. It is believed that the repeated construction and renovations kept the spirits at bay by confusing them, so they wouldn't haunt Sarah. A place where many people have reported seeing apparitions or feeling a strange presence. Number 3. The Island of the Dolls, Mexico. The Island of the Dolls was once the residence of Don Julian Santana. According to legend, when he was living on the island, he discovered the body of a drowned girl in the canal. Shortly afterward, he found a doll floating in the canal, and he believed that the doll was possessed by the spirit of the little girl. To appease the spirit, he hung the doll on a tree on the island. Over time, he continued to collect more dolls and hung them on trees and structures on the island, believing that they would appease the girl's spirit. Years later, Barrera was found dead on the island, floating in the water where he found the drowned girl. Some believe that the dolls on the island were possessed by the girl's spirit and that they contributed to Barrera's death. Many visitors have reported feeling as though the dolls are watching them or even moving when they are not looking. Number 2. The Catacombs, Paris. These underground tunnels hold more than 6 million bodies, making them one of the most unique and spine-tingling burial grounds in the world. Developed in the late 18th century to relieve the overcrowded cemeteries in the city. The bones from cemeteries all over the city were transferred to the catacombs, where they were arranged in intricate patterns, creating chambers and halls of eerie beauty that are still hauntingly preserved today. Many people report feeling uneasy in the catacombs, with some even claiming to have seen apparitions. Number 1. The Tower of London. Located in London, England. Over the centuries, it has served many purposes, including as a royal residence, a prison, and a fortress. The Tower of London has a reputation for being haunted by the ghosts of the people who were imprisoned and executed within its walls. Visitors to the tower have reported feeling a sudden surge of cold air or a sensation of being watched, as well as hearing strange noises and even the sounds of footsteps on the spiral stairs leading to the tower.